Alright folks, back with another WordPress tutorial video. This time I wanted to demonstrate how to manage images in your WordPress Media Library. So I'm going to go to Media after I log in, go to Media Library. And by default, what WordPress does is organize media files into folders based on date. But I have also added functionality to sort them into folders. I found this, and my clients have found this to be a little easier to organize. So just to, by default, I will have added a folder for stock images. And for you, I probably will have added a folder more specific to your business. So to move images into those folders, all you got to do is click and drag. So here it's showing all files. Here are the stock images. To add a folder, I'm going to go to the root folder, click the plus button here, and I'm going to call this logos. And return is what I wanted. So I'm going to click and drag my logo, the default logo, and another one of my logos into that folder. And the other thing I wanted to demonstrate was how to replace images or files in the WordPress Media Library. So I'm going to go to the library, and the reason I'm going to upload a new image, and this image is called apple-business.jpg. And you can see it's asking me where I want to upload this. So in this case, I selected the root folder. I could have selected the stock folder or something like that. But for this this file, you can see this one doesn't quite do it for me. I want something a little, this one's a little faded out. It's a little fuzzy. So I have gone into my photo editor, image editor of choice, which is Photoshop. And I've made a few adjustments to that, made it a little sharper and cropped it in a way that might be a little more likely to fit into my homepage slideshow. So in this case, I'm going to save this. And this is the key part. I'm going to give it the exact same file name, apple-business.jpg. And I'm going to save that. So back in WordPress, the reason I want to give it the exact same file name is if I upload an image with the exact same file name, WordPress by default is going to append a -1 or -2 or 3 or 4, etc. to the end of the new file name. The reason for that is by default, WordPress wants to avoid overwriting images that already exist in the WordPress Media Library, which is a nice feature. But if you are, if you have already linked to that particular image or displayed it somewhere on the website and you upload the new one with the exact same name, it won't display because it's got a different file name. It's going to be apple-business-1 or something like that. So I am going to, typically what you would have to do is delete this image and then go and re-upload the new image with the same name. What I'm going to do is I've added a function to your installation of WordPress. If I'm viewing the media library in the wide horizontal view, you can see if you hover over it, you're given an option to replace media. Or if you're looking in this view of the media library and you click the image, you're still given an option to replace media, upload a new file. So I'm going to click that, And this is where it's key to give it the same file name. I'm going to choose that file, apple-business.jpg, and I'm going to select just replace the file, not replace the file and give it a new file name, because that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm going to upload this replacement file. And you can see back in the media library, that image is now the replaced file.